Fresh from the showcase, we are featuring the Breitling Avenger Hurricane, which might be the most masculine, military spec, rugged watch you could possibly buy. The Breitling Avenger Hurricane came to us in 2016, and when it came out, it made a big splash in the market because this was the first watch that had ever been made out of a material called Breitlight. And so you're asking yourself, of course, right off, what in the world is Breitlight? I'll tell you, Breitling calls it an avant-garde alloy. I'm not sure how it's an alloy because an alloy is a mixture of metals, and this doesn't seem to be made out of metal. In fact, it's a carbon polymer. I don't know whether Breitlight is a fancy name for something that other companies make also, or if it's essentially their own proprietary formula. They don't say because they say that it's a proprietary trade secret. So we really don't know exactly what it is, but what we do know is that it's much harder than stainless steel. It is not subject to corrosion. It is anti-magnetic. No one's allergic to it. If you strap it on your wrist, if you have a problem with metal allergies, this could be the answer for you. And it's just non-reactive with any other substance. It's also super light. So it's not only really, really strong and really, really hard, but it's also just ridiculously light. It's 3.3 times lighter than titanium. Now you can imagine how light this watch would be in titanium, but it's 3.3 times lighter than that. It's 5.8 times lighter than steel. So roughly 3 times lighter than titanium, 6 times lighter than steel. So at a 45 millimeter case, and we've seen this case before in steel, it's a really heavy watch, but if you were ever swayed from it before because of the size of it, this thing is so light, it's really deceptive and might allow a lot of people to wear a bigger watch than what they thought they could because it's so light. So it's an amazing substance. I don't expect it could possibly scratch, discolor, crack, anything like that. It's just incredible. When you look at the care and attention they made to this watch, they've fitted 2 different movements in it. And it's interesting, you can see here on this one that it has a 24-hour scale. So the hour hand goes around once every 24 hours instead of twice. So you have to teach yourself a new way of reading time. You can see it's pointed, the hour hand, at 16. So even though this looks like 10 minutes after 8, that's 10 minutes after 4. So you would have to actually retrain yourself how to read it. But if you're someone who appreciates the simplicity, the clarity of operating in military time so that every hour is automatically designated AM or PM, that might be the cool watch for you. It's a Breitling in-house manufactured B12 movement in the one that has the 24-hour scale. Of course, it also has a chronograph, which we have running here, so you can see that. And when you look at the attention to detail on the dial, it's just so good looking because you've got this military-inspired stencil-looking font on the Arabic numbers, and then just a little bit of yellow trim around the 3 o'clock subdial, and the word automatic yellow, and then the tip of the second hand on the chronograph hand is also yellow. So then that picks up the yellows on the strap, which is a military-grade rubberized textile. So it's rubber on the inside and this textile finish on the outside that looks like ballistic nylon. So it's just a great look all around. The case back has all the things you'd expect. It's a certified chronometer, so that's noted on the case back. The clasp is a DLC coated steel. So they couldn't make that out of the same Breitlight, not sure why. But the layout of the dial is super easy to read. There is a date right there between 8 and 10 on this one. There's a small date aperture, kind of hidden. You might not notice it unless I pointed it out. Of course, it's a unidirectional turning bezel and traditional start-stop reset on the pushers. It's a double-side anti-reflective coated sapphire crystal. And of course, these are super water resistant and The movements are have anti-shock mechanisms built in. The case itself is got the Breitlight material is less subject to shocks than steel and titanium. So that's why I say this could be the most rugged, masculine, useful watch you could possibly buy. Now at 50 millimeters, it's a big case. It's a big watch, but I mean that's the look you're going for. If you're going for this watch, you want a big, really masculine, really rugged looking watch that is going to get noticed. Now you can get it in 45 millimeter. You can see it is significantly smaller. And 45 millimeters is usually considered a pretty big watch, but compared to the 50, I mean, it's downright small, but it's the more typical size you would see on someone's wrist who's wearing a sporty watch like this. Now, this one has the other movement. This one has a 12-hour scale, like a traditional watch. So it's the Breitling in-house manufactured B01 movement, and all the same specs otherwise. There's only 2 dials you can get on this watch. You can get the bright yellow one or the black one with yellow trim. And you can see if you have the yellow dial, you don't get the yellow strap. So you're picking up a lot of yellow either way. You can get either the 24-hour scale or the 12-hour scale. Either way, you're getting a fantastic watch that's chronometer certified, in-house movement, made out of Breitlight, and there's just really not a lot else to say about them other than you should give us a call at SwissWatchExpo, see what we've still got in stock. It makes the collection pretty simple to navigate compared to a lot of them. The fact that there are only 2 sizes, 2 dials, and 2 movements. So we've got most of them in stock. Give us a ring at the phone number shown on the website. You can click the bell to like and subscribe and be notified about these videos when we post more every week.